see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
Well, hello everybody folks, good evening to you all folks, and welcome back aboard once again everybody folks, once more to Realltom Football. My name is Tom, and I will be bringing you the watch along today for Southampton, who take on Spurs live in the Premier League, who drew out to you on the replay. Please do make sure that you're leaving a like on the stream, hitting that subscribe button if you are new, and thank you very much indeed folks, everybody who's joined us here today. Kick-off coming your way, 7 o'clock in the Premier League for Saints against Spurs, which is your final part of today's triple-headed Super Sunday. As I said, it is a good evening. I hope we're all doing well. Just seen the Manchester derby. Very boring for the majority. And then, yeah, City just let it all slip. Honestly, embarrassing for City. Absolutely embarrassing, Fletch, as Ali McCoy would say. Now it's time to switch over though to TNT Sports for a little bit of Saints Spurs, which is your final game once again, folks, on this triple header Super Sunday. Kickoff is at the slightly unusual and rarely featured time of 7 o'clock today, folks. How are we all doing? Chat. We do want Brentford to win. Us and Liverpool both want it. We know, Ashik. We are fully aware of what we both want. Me and Ashik B. Harry, same wavelength in terms of what we want. And yes, folks, we'll be keeping our eyes on that game as well. But it is the Saints against Spurs, which is the game on TNT Sports. If you do want to give it a watch, and you're on Sky Sports right now, switch over to TNT Sports 1HD or TNT Sports Ultimate to enjoy the final of today's trio of games on Super Sunday. And I did not get the correct score on Man City Man United, but let me tell you something. I most certainly called the result of a Manchester United win. And Amad Diallo really was the shining light in the end because, of course, he won the penalty, which Bruno converted with such coolness and calmness about him. And then he scored the winner as well. Man of the match performance easily. Man City fell apart and threw it all away. Fortunately, that did not affect the treble boost thingy because Dortmund let their lead slip also. They conceded a late equaliser to Hoffenheim, who got a 1-1 draw at the Yellow Wall. Ooh, tweet it. What's this? Martin Tyler on Dibbling. I was told some rumours about some rumours that Manchester United wanted to buy for 21 million. Our good friend Martin Tyler got the rumours. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, United probably won't buy it. Not for 21 million. And Manchester United might not need any new signings, now that Amad Diallo can change games like that. Who knows? Yes, folks, it was one of the boring Manchester derbies, but had a dramatic late ending. And, folks, in just a moment's time, we're going to bring you some team news and match information for the final game, as I said, which is Southampton against Spurs. Just wait for the clock to hit 6:49. There you go, folks. Time for some team news and match information. Let's do it. I'm going to sneeze. Sentinel won't come in. Maybe not. Don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. League table then for the Saints and for the Spurs. Well, the Saints rooted to the bottom. 5 points is their points tally at the moment. And 3 points will put them into within 1 point of Wolves, who sit on 9. And 2 within 3 points of Ipswich. So that's the result. What Southampton can do with a win, but they cannot move up the table. For Spurs, it is a different story. Of course, for a point, they could do nothing because United now want 22 points after that victory against Manchester City in the Manchester derby. So the only option is for Spurs is to win the game. If they do so by goal difference, they will surpass Brentford and Newcastle, of course, depending on Brentford's result. Let's have a look at the Chelsea-Brentford lineups firstly, which is the other 7 o'clock kickoff. And Chelsea against Brentford is, well, it's so 4-2-3-1 formations for both. Rob Sanchez in goal for Chelsea. Back four of Mark Cucurella, Tosin Adrabayo, Levi Cole and Malo Gusto, the midfield. Split into two parts with a defensive two of Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo, playing behind an attacking three of Noni Madueke, Jadon Sancho, Cole Palmer. Leading the front by himself is Nicholas Jackson. On Chelsea's bench is Philip Jorgensen, Axel Dizazi, Josh Achimpong, Kieran Dewsbury Hall, Renato Vega, Samuel Raksaki, Christopher Nkunku, Tariq George, and Mark Guiu. Brentford have Mark Flecken in goal. Back four for them is Sepp van der Berg, Ethan Pinnock, Nathan Collins, Mads Ruslev. Midfield, again, split into two parts. Defensive two is Yehor Yarmouk and Christian Norgard, the captain. Midfield, in terms of the attacking one, is a three of Brian and Burmo, Keane Lewis Potter, Mikel Mikel Damsgaard. Leading the front by himself, Jan Bissett. On the bench is Hakan Valdimarson, Ben Mee, Christopher Ayer, Jaden Meghama. Is that Meghama? Kevin Schade, Fabio Carvalho, Yunus Konak, Vitaliano and Ryan Trevitt on the bench for Brentford. Now on to the lineups for our game, Saints against Spurs. Here we go. It's Alex McCarthy begins in goal for Southampton. A 4-5-1 formation sees a back four of Kyle Walker-Peters, Ryan Manning, Taylor Harwood-Bellis and Jan Bednarek. Played behind a midfield which is actually looking like a diamond one, more or less, actually. I'd call that more of a 4-3-2-1, really. So anyways, that midfield has got Flynn Downs, Joe Aribo, Mateus Fernandez, Kamaldeen Suleimana, and Tyler Dibley, the man who's been talked about, of course, linked with 21 million transfer to Manchester United, deemed very cheap by Russell Martin. Leading the front by himself is Adam Armstrong, the captain for Southampton. On the bench is Joe Lumley, James Bree, Nathan Wood, Yukinari Sugawara, Adam Lallana, former Brighton and Liverpool man, Ryan Fraser, Sam Amayor, Cameron Archer, and Paul Onuachu make that bench. Spurs with a 4-2-3-1 formation sees Fraser Forster in goal, a back four of Radu Dragusin, Destiny Udogie, Archie Gray, and Jed Spence. Midfield split into two parts, defensive to a Pape Sarr and Lucas Bergvall getting the start today, playing behind that attacking three of Son Heung-min, James Maddison, who was one of the star men in the win at the Etihad a few weeks ago. Dejan Klazewski also in that midfield. Leading the front by himself is lone striker Dominic Solanke. On the bench, Brandon Austin, Pedro Porro, Alfie Dorrington, three youths. Wow. I've got Mason. No, we haven't. We have got Mason King, Malachi Hardy, and Callum Olaseti, Brandon Johnson, Timo Werner, and Will Lancashire on that Spursy bench. I can't show the game, unfortunately, Marcio 6 live on in terms of the game actually picture. But what I can do is I can provide you with links to the game if you would like to watch it and you are not a TNT Sports subscriber. I can do that, but I cannot show you pictures of the game live on Twitch or YouTube due to copyright reasons. Unfortunately, I would get my channel. I would get the stream taken down. And yeah, I don't want that. So yeah. Well, folks, one of two triple-headed Super Sundays nearly over. We are 5 minutes away from kickoff of the final part of this Super Sunday triple-header. And it has had Brighton, by some shock, beaten by Crystal Palace. The Manchester Derby ending in a late winner from, of course, Amad Diallo, the star man in the end. Man United win the Manchester Derby. Manchester red at the end of the day. Now, we have the Saints against Spurs simultaneously kicking off with Chelsea against Brentford. Well, the teams are in the tunnel and ready to rock and roll at a kickoff here at St Mary's for the last part of this triple-headed Super Sunday. Next weekend, don't worry, we'll be back to usual Saturday triple-headers. This weekend, it is Sunday where your triple-header comes, and we are ending with this game. Very unusual, but does happen. Today, it does happen. Darren, England is the match official for this one, and the teams are out of the tunnel now and ready to rock and roll. Yes, one of the key changes to the Spurs is Jed Spence in the lineup, of course, today. Former Nottingham Forest man, of course. Hasn't really had many appearances for Spurs. Could that change with a good performance from him today at St Mary's? Well, at St Mary's, there is a big banner which says Pride of the South across one of the stands. Get that chat popping up. Get the like on the stream. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. It is Southampton against Spurs, which hopefully should be an entertainer. With all fingers crossed, when you consider that the majority of that, about 90%, or maybe 85, should we call it, of that Manchester derby was boring. The other 15% was thrilling. The doorbell's gone, so bear with me one moment. Bear with me one moment. You two are bleeding annoying. Go and lie down. I tell you, we can get a match at 7 o'clock at night on a Sunday. Sorry about that, folks. The doorbell goes. I don't know who it is. Got to answer it. Some stupid package coming. Anyways, we are still not quite at 7 o'clock and we are about to kick off at St Mary's with the Saints. taking on Spurs. What will this one offer then, in terms of entertainment? It is a question which will be answered in just a moment as we prepare to kick off at St Mary's. I've got the backup AirPods on charge just in case. They are required. And we are off and running at St Mary's then. Here we go. One last one on this Super Sunday. The Saints against Spurs. We have got Coke as well. Still. Ball through for this. Spurs early on. Early goal. James Maddison. 40 seconds. Goal. 1-0. Goal in no time. He's going 2-2, is he? I'll go 2-1 Brentford. Just add a twist. Just add a twist, shall I? Lovely fizz. Don't make me get used to these. So don't make me get used to these Sunday triple headers. Honestly, I don't want to get used to it, but I can do it, and I proved it. You'd think Saturdays are hard. You all thought this was going to be harder for you, didn't you? You were thinking, right, well, he sometimes struggles on his Saturday triple headers. Surely this is going to kill him. It's not. I've done it before, and I can do it again. Saints 1, Spurs 0. Sorry, Saints 0. The Spurs, the Tottenham 1. The Tottenham of the Hotspur. And they have never won. Sorry, they've not won a game when they conceded first this season. They have drawn one. But against the big sides, they have only conceded 1 goal, Southampton. So it might just be the 1 goal in this game. Except for Chelsea, of course, who slapped them 5-1. Different calibre of game, this one, I think, more or less, than Chelsea, really. I'd say in a good way for Spurs. Spurs better than Chelsea, we all know that. Chelsea is shit. Chelsea are shit. Chelsea are shit. And hopefully our good friends Brentford FC get the win at Stamford Bridge. Ole, ole, ole. Maddison. Pape Sarr. Jed Spence. I can't wait for Wednesday. I can't wait for Wednesday now. I just can't wait for Wednesday, you know what I mean? You can tell. The weekend's coming to an end now. I just can't wait for I just cannot wait for Wednesday. Spence. Cut off by Manning rather. Stayed in as well. The ball never went out. And the Saints have got to play it down. Five minutes gone. Udogi. Flynn Downs to Kyle Walker-Peters. There's Downs. Walker-Peters got option left and right. It's going to stay in on the byline. Yeah, it is. Here's Manning. And in the end, that's given away and intercepted. Pape Sarr is the name. Put in there. Throw in it'll be. Flixie sent a video. I will do. All the clips. That is funny. I'm sorry. Son. Udogi. Kulusevski. Behind by Downs. And it's going to be a corner to Spurs. Son with the corner deep. Jed Spence will follow up. Kulusevski blocked. Spence. Inside 10 minutes, Spurs looking for number 2. St Mary's and Son has it at his feet, looking to score. Straight at McCarthy. Hull Palace kept it away. Road to 1K, by the way, folks. If you do want to subscribe, please do share the channel around as well. Help us out massively. Thank you very much as well to everybody who do subscribe. Nice and entertaining, this one. Unlike 85% of the Manchester derby. Son 2-0 in no time. Spurs. Yeah, it's been easy for those men in blue. Walker Peters, go to your man. Poor defending. And easy peasy for Son and Spurs. They go 2 up in absolutely no time. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's Kulusevski. 14 minutes. 3-0 to Spurs. Ridiculous, but fact. We're going to get a goal fest. We are going to get a goal fest. Don't you worry about that one. It's really disorganised. Picked a bit better away from home, Southampton, with all due respects to them. Very easy for Spurs. Very, very easy. Not good for Russell Martin. Not good. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno to Southampton. No bueno. Yeah. No bueno to Southampton. No bueno. Madison. It's the first bit of defending Southampton have done. I'm not trying to take the mick, but all I want is goals now. I literally don't care what happens in this game. I literally could not give two shits as long as I get goals. I'm getting them. I just feel like the one thing that might be a little bit of a killer for Spurs is the fact that I felt like the Man City game was a very, very controlled performance. You know, that was the most controlled I've seen Spurs in a long, long time. It was controlled. The goals were very well timed. The performance was measured and controlled to sheer perfection. Goal number one, early on. A little bit later on, in the first half, goal number two. Bats after 60 minutes, I think it was, in the second half, not goal number three. Near the end, goal number four. Job done. Other than that, I mean, we see 1-0, 2-0. Literally. Good ball and nearly a goal back for Southampton. Dibbling. Will be a free kick. Yeah, coming forward, Dibbling. Good player. Brought down. Free kick. Free kick taken by Fernandez. And the whistle's out of play. Here comes Udogi. Son on the left. Central for Madison. Kulusevski. Pape Sarr. Kulusevski light up number 4 here, Spurs. Deflection takes it behind for a corner. Short one, Son, blocked. Udogi. Into the box. Dragusin was there. Backups are charging nice and quickly. That's what I want to see. Yes, you may see a change of colour in my left ear at half time, if by all means this does run out of battery. Maddison whips it in. It had a lovely bit of curl on it, that. Not sure who cleared it. I think it might be Harwood Bellis. Here's Spence. Hooks it back in. Son scuffs his shot. Maddison. Control. Lifts it over. Bit of a training match. You know. Learning how to shoot, really, Spurs here. Just test the shots. This Maddison, there you go. Having fun. I bet the odds were really low on it, though. I bet the odds were insanely low. What did you go for? A 2-up instant win? I should have just put a 2-up on this one straight up. Fernandez has not won Southampton a corner. Goal scorers for Spurs were Maddison. I don't know who scored second. Maddison, Kulusevski, and Son. That's it. Maddison, Kulusevski, Son. What's 2-1? What? Oh, 2-in-1 odds. Walker Peters. There's a what? Hole in the sock for Son, something like that, just in the boot. What are you doing? How much you put on it? How much you put on it? How much did it return? You staked tenner or won a tenner? Walker-Peters. Oh, it's a 4-0. Pape Sarr adds to the scoring. 25 minutes on the clock. Spurs lead 4-0. St Mary's is going to be empty sooner rather than later. Southampton have been appalling. I mean, we saw such a really spirited performance against Liverpool not so long ago, but here, this is a joke, really, for Southampton. Just awful defending. I genuinely would walk out of this match before it gets embarrassing. I mean, 4-0, 25 minutes. Ouch. Yeah, great finish, Pape Sarr. Kept his composure. Back in the net. Four different goal scorers as well. Russell Martin's got some words for the Southampton players. It looks that way. I'd be out of there. I really would. I don't want to say that Southampton get relegated yet, but this is bad. I mean, when they got relegated last time, I felt really, really upset about it. It wasn't an easy relegation for me to swallow because I did, but here, yeah, no, this is just awful. And then one of the reasons for that is because Southampton always give us a game, a good game. You know what I mean? Like, I felt, yeah, but now I just feel as though, what's the point? I mean, probably sacking Rusty Martin wouldn't even do anything. Yeah. You won't need Stewart, will you? If it empties out. Stewart to get to go home. The Spurs fans are going to stay the whole way, I think. Because they just want goals, goals, goals now. Well, they've had 4. How many more? wouldn't quite say the whole club fell apart, but yeah. I think they need to go back down against Southampton and come back. You know, I mean, Fulham. We'll give Fulham a prime example. I mean, I know Southampton, before they got relegated last time, were in a really, well, they've been in it for quite a while. And then it just, boom, relegated. Now, take this as Southampton coming up as a new club. A bit like Fulham. What did Fulham do when they got relegated? They think they won the league. Either that or they got promoted in some way. I think they won the league, actually. And now, Fulham are one of the better sides in the league. Sometimes being relegated after getting a promotion and coming back the next season turns you into a good club. Maybe that's what Southampton need. I don't know. But I've seen it with Fulham. Relegated, back again, absolutely flying now, Fulham. Nothing of any squeak or form in mention of Fulham when it comes to relegation. Nothing. Is that what Southampton need? Does Southampton need that relegation? Just to go down, refresh, come back, and perhaps, well, I don't know if they'll match Fulham, but be able to come back and compete and stay up. I do realise Southampton are spirited during games. I saw a lot of spirit in the game against Liverpool for them. Here, plenty of room to wriggle. Four away. Oh, four away from... Ooh, 1,000 people. Go right ahead. Help us get to 1K. Please. Make my day. It's going to happen. It's going to happen probably tomorrow, if not today. I'm telling you. Because I guarantee that Bournemouth stream tomorrow is going to be lit. Nice. Poor free kick. Didn't even be the first man. So far today we've seen 4, 3, 7, 11 goals. Bad for 3 games. Son. First or second miss. Spurs. In this game. Had they converted every shot, it'd be 6. 40 for Southampton, only 4 at the minute. Son nearly made it 5 there. Took a nick as well. Bit of corner. Bergval's, what's happened to Bergval? He's just rolling. So I've just the camera went towards him. He's rolling over on the floor. Yeah, the ball. I mean, the ball's not in play, so they can't give a penalty. But Mateus Fernandes is going to get booked. Oh, chest into the post. Could be a red. I wouldn't say violent conduct, but I'd say endangering safety an opponent. Ouch for Bergval. I sincerely hope VAR are having a look at that. Written by Son. Bergval. Clarkie's in the house. How you doing, Clarky? Good to see you. Welcome aboard to you. We're in minute 37. 4-0 to Spurs at the moment. Who was the one who said 5-0 Spurs at half time? Could be the case. Because I've clotted for now. Dibbling with a run forward. Ball slipped through nearly for Armstrong, but Radu Dragusin made the challenge and did well. There was a few arms up in the air there. I didn't see any infringement. I saw a good bit of defending from Dragusin there. And yeah, that young Tyler Dibbling, he is class. If Southampton get relegated, he will leave. He's good enough for the Premier League, 1000%. Sort of Spence. Tackle by Armstrong. Displacing Bergval. Pass. Manning's going to try and get there, yeah. Big nudging barge there, yeah. Gives Kulusevski a proper good barge there. Will be a free kick to Spurs. Showing a bit of fight, Southampton here. The game's past them, but at least show a bit of fight. That's what the fans have been hoping for, and they are having glimpses of it. You know, as much as it was a great moment for Southampton winning that playoffs final, I do ask the question of if Leeds had won that playoff final, would they be staying up? I'd say yes. On that day, I was thinking Leeds were going to win. Southampton shocks me in that playoffs final. They are struggling, though. And the problem is, they do have talent. And they do have spirit and just wide from Armstrong. That was a chance to get one back. Bergvall. Spence being pressed by Walker-Peters. You clear their lines eventually, Spurs, and he's saying Darren England's doing this. Don't know what that means, but Southampton had a free kick. Jed Spence. Son won the ball well there. Intercepted by Bergvall. Good tackle by Walker-Peters. Starting to play a bit Southampton now. Aribo. Walker-Peters. Fernandez. I think there was a nutmeg there. Goal kick. It's Porro. Won the ball back and he's running forward into green grass. Cannons back off the Southampton defender for Pape Sarr. Madison to Son. Son looking to add number 5 and denied at the near post by McCarthy. They don't got a no, they don't got a corner. How? Clearly deflected off Southampton McCarthy's knee out for a corner. What's that all about? Well, except for Brighton Palace, which obviously ended in a way that I didn't want it to. It's been a fairly enjoyable Super Sunday. You know, like I said, 85% boring, 15% absolutely amazing Manchester derby. 4 goals in the first half here. Not a bad day's work. Not a bad day's work. Madison Sarr. Porro in space. Guzevsky. For Son. Son looking to make it 5 and it's straight at McCarthy. Ooh, what they got here advertising? The Arsenal women against Bayern Munich women WCL. Villa Man City. Just advertise it on TNT. What are we saying? I'm going to go 1-0 Villa. I'm going to go for a bit of a shocker. I'm going to go 1-0 Villa. I am. Four minutes added on, by the way, at the end of the first half. Did I tell you that? I don't know if I did. It's on your screen now anyway, if you weren't told by me. Madison on the left. Son. Madison. Papsart. James Madison. Jed Spence. Cucurella gives Chelsea the lead. That's Chelsea 1. The Buzzy Bees 0. Your latest goal flash from that game is Chelsea 1, Brentford 0 through Mark Cucurella. Son, Jed Spence. Walker Peters. A minute left of the 4 added on at the end of the first half. Ball over the top for a Rebo to chase. And that's not a back to Forster. About 10% panic there, 90% calm. Martin's off. Russell's off. Russell Martin is down the tunnel already. You have to feel sorry for Russell Martin a bit because I think he's a great guy. Seems like a great guy, great manager. And unfortunately, Premier League life is just tough for the Saints and him. Madison 5 before half time. Number 2 for James Madison. And it was a quite astonishing angle that he scored from. Spurs lead 5-0 going into half time. And that might well just be Tatar for the Southampton fans. I don't blame them. Russell Martin goes down the tunnel. Spurs say, we'll make it 5-0. And there is the half-time whistle met by a ring of boos. The half-time score at the break. Southampton 0, Spurs 5. Wow. What a scoreline. Ba, 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 ba. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Let's get started. Ready for us?
I've just disconnected. Perfect timing because the backups are charging. There we go. We are connected. Change of AirPods for you. Told you it'd happen. That's why the backup's charging. Probably not the best of audio quality. I prefer these, obviously, the buds, but I think that one, yeah, that definitely is louder. Yeah, because the noise is you probably can hear that just a little bit. Because I can hear that from quite a distance. There you go. Half time. It is 1-0 to Spurs. 5-0 to Spurs. Plug that in a moment. There is a solution, they say. Okay, what's this? Mail. Just take the link for a Cadbury thing. I'm just filling it out now. Yeah. There we are. Oh, and again. There we go. Keep pressing the WhatsApp button by lots of things. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Mm-mm-mm. Da, 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 da. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, quite the game then. 5 goals to the good Spurs. Ramsdale's in the studio, by the way, for TNT. Interesting. What do Ramos thinks? Don't care. All I care about is how many more goals we get in the second half. Hopefully, quite the fair few. At the end of the day, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for goals. And nothing more than that, really. I'm going to try the other AirPod out of the black case, see how that's going. Because I don't like the audio on these ones. These are made for music, not bleed. Yeah, these black ones are the right ones, I think, for the... There we are, we're connected up on the black one. Let's see how much battery that this side's got. Full percent, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. What's this? Morrison's beef. Lovely. Looks good as well. Nice and red in the inside. How many bookings we had? Let's have a look at bookings. Chelsea-Brentford, stats-wise first, actually. Chelsea, diminutive, no shots on target. Brentford, 1 shot. Chelsea, 15 shots, 5 on target. Wow. Tells you everything you need to know, doesn't it? Absolutely tells you everything you need to know. 2. Need another 4. Second half, please. And I'll get myself £1.25 back on this game. By the way, over 1.5 goals, well, washed out ages ago, didn't it? Couldn't it on over 4.5, so yeah, no worries about over 1.5 goals, mate. We're over 4.5, so these brilliant aura rings. I wouldn't buy one. If I was given one, I'd use it, but I would never buy one. I mean, what is the point in an electric ring without a screen? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like these oh god, what are they called? These watches that have no screen on them, like wristband, innit? Electric wristband again, connected to your phone, no screen. Not interested in no screen. What's the point if there's no screen? Can't see time, can't do squat with it. The whole point of a watch is to be able to see the time. You know what I'm saying? First 2 bet builders lost. Insurance lost because of Dortmund. I've got a £1 bet though off the 1, 2, 3. And that is confirmed now, obviously, because I predicted 2-1s here. It's 5-0. 2-1 Spurs, by the way, obviously. 2-0 United, finished 2-1. Predicted 2-1 to Forest. I should have just gone. Now I'm looking at it. I should have just gone 2-1, 2-1 Forest, 2-1 United, 7-0 Spurs. Because that's probably what's going to be here, about 7 or 8. Unless the Saints do a lot of damage limitation in the second half. I highly doubt that, though. Here comes Brandon Johnson. Here we go then. Score was back at the ready. 5-0 Spurs going into the second half, which Southampton, I'm surprised have come out for. 5-0 down at half time. I mean, West Ham were 4-0 down at half time against us back in the 6-0 win. I should play what? Oh, Spurs winning at half time. I should have just, mate, Do you know what I should have done? I was expecting this to be a lot tighter for a game. I was expecting Southampton to give Spurs a game. That's why I didn't go. Otherwise, I would have just gone for a 2-up instant win. I think I might put one of those on tomorrow for the Bournemouth game because I think Bournemouth might put a few past West Ham. Although you don't know, because West Ham on Monday nights, well, 2-0 at Newcastle, 2-1 against Wolves. Away to Bournemouth, how will they fare? God knows. It's an empty old ground, this. I wonder how full it'll be for Liverpool. I tell you, I think they'll turn up against Liverpool. I think that Liverpool and Manchester City are the right kind of teams for Southampton to play against and cope with, particularly Man City at the minute. But Southampton, they did seem to cope with Liverpool. Liverpool just have so much quality. And that's why they won that game. But it was a great game, 3-2. Obviously, I won't be watching it because I'll be at the Emirates. But, you know, for those who will watch it, Liverpool fans, you may see a similar game to that, to 3-2. And Southampton do actually do all right in the Cups. I mean, they do. Here's Ryan Manning looking to exploit the space on the left. And into Kulusevski. Manning goes over, and I think he runs into the Spurs player. That's my view on it. Spencer's got a problem, I think. Fraser's in the house. How you doing, Fraser? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Why? Headache or the amount of football today? It's been a bit of a shock for me. I mean, it's been a very interesting day. I mean, let's start off with no city centre today. Instead, a trip to an absolutely rammed Asda. Yeah. Fortunately, next weekend we're back to normal. Yeah. You can see the grimace on my face. You can see the grimace on my face. Oh dear. Well, I had a flu jab on Thursday, and I feel as fresh as a daisy. Apparently, they're supposed to give you side effects. I felt a little bit of side effects, just an incy-wincy little bit as the antibodies were coming into my body. But by Friday afternoon, I was fresh as a sunflower. I know, I'm twisting quotes there. Fresh as a daisy, it's called. I'm going to say fresh as a sunflower, because why not? I mean, I always feel fresh as a daisy, or fresh as a sunflower, in the afternoons. My energy peaks in the afternoons. I go upwards in the day. I don't start the day with high energy. I am very, very low in the mornings. up until that 12 o'clock mark. Once lunch is in my body, yeah, breakfast does not make an impact, but once lunch is in my body, the energy starts picking up and up and up, and I know what my peak time is. It's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock is my peak energy time. Kulusevski, Johnson's come. Alright, yeah, no matter how tired I'm feeling, I always feel quite good at 4 o'clock. Don't know why, but it's the way my body works. It feels good at 4 o'clock, so. Just waiting for the next goal, really, here. To be honest with you, it might be a bit quieter in the second half, with all due respect. But, you don't know. Could be a 9-0 again. Repeat that Leicester game at St Mary's, not, what was it, 2, 3, 4 years ago? I want to say 4, maybe 3. Got to be honest, Darren England, fairly easy game for him. It's not been that many bad fouls at all, has there, really? For those who've been watching it anyway, we'll know. Armstrong through on goal, misses the target and missed the chance. So now a consolation. Flag was up anyway. Just seeing that on this replay here. Try goose in. Can see some Southampton fans getting behind the team. I like that. There's a bunch of youngsters there as well cheering him on. 5-0 down. They've got a good supporter base, Southampton. I do know that. There's some clubs that just don't have a good support. Southampton are one of those clubs who do have a good support, and yeah, that's nice to see that. Obviously, 10 minutes near on into the second half, you've got the Southampton fans giving them a bit of a cheer on. 5-0 down as well. Fair play. And I have a feeling it might be a lack of confidence as well, some of this. Because there are some good players on show. And they are a club with an amazing academy. Armstrong forces out. Former Southampton goalkeeper, in fact, Fraser Forster, out. I just remembered that. I just remembered Fraser Forster is a former Southampton goalkeeper. Oh, he's going to get there, Kulu, is he? No. Nearly, but not quite. Did blink. Sarr just nicked in front there and did what? Yeah. Nicked in front, chest the ball down. Spurs back in possession. Porro. Kulusevski. Down the line. Aribo closed him down. Back off Aribo. Throw in Spurs. It's a difficult conversation at the moment, really, to have. But you might be right. I did call United to win that game. I had some form of expectancy of United winning. I put 2-0 down on Super 6 to United. And yes, I have beaten Jamie Carragher, but no, I didn't get the £1,000. Yeah, I just went slam down. I went for a quickie bet builder with over 1.5 goals. I went for a Bruno assist. That didn't come. That he got a goal. No. And yeah, that's what lost in me. And it would have been sweet as well because it had £6.33 on it. It was a boosted one. Got a pen, yeah. I have to be honest though. Do you know what I could do £1,000 right now? That'd be my camera source. Oh God, I do wish that was me. Just once, if I could hit the jackpot, sort out this camera, be amazing. What are you spending it on? More bets? I think you need to start giving me betting tips, mate. I'll be honest, I'm good at betting. I beat the bookie quite a lot. But I will take a few tips off you. May not get along always, but I'd take a few tips off you. Obviously in shop ones though, obviously, because I like to use my Ladbrokes. You know, I'm very loyal to Ladbrokes in shop. So loyal that the only other betting shop I've tried so far is Betfred, and that was because the machines weren't working properly. The bet builders were off, and I was off. At the moment, I'm playing it quite safe. I tend to do £1. Sometimes, if I'm really confident, I'll go £2. Sounds amazing. I honestly, right now, to be able to sort out that camera, I would do anything for £1,000. Absolutely anything. It's not because, obviously, I'm struggling for money or anything. I get benefits. However, monthly costs each month. Monthly costs. Monthly costs. If I can get that one break for £1,000, the camera sorted. Because that camera is what this is the investment this channel needs. Right now, this Chromebook is doing the job for the channel. So no new computer needed yet. Ooh. Please don't. Please don't. I'm going to be at this stadium as well. Oh, that might jinx us. £100 win, not too bad then. £101. Is this the one in the league we're talking about, or the cup one? I'm taking it the cup one. I want to get through to I really want to be semi-finalists. Like, this season is the season where I've started properly getting myself stuck in with the cup, going to the matches now. I'm starting to get a bit loyal with it. The cup, and I'm loving it. I don't want it to end. Obviously you've got the FA Cup, but I want it. Yeah. Aribo to Walker Peters. Side netting. Let me ask you something. This 1-2-3 has a £1 free bet on it. Because it's a free bet, it's cost me nothing. You tell me what I should do with it, and I'll do it. I can't. Not that. Anything else. Anything other than that. No. I would never bet against my own team. Never. I would not do it. If I don't feel like my team's going to win, I don't bet on that game. It's as simple as can be. Anything other than that. Specifically when I'm going to the stadium, absolutely no chance will I bet on my team to lose a game. How much will that return? In shop, Ladbrokes. Sugawara to Tyler Diblin. Benedict to Tyler Diblin. Sugawara takes on Jed Spence. Corner it'll be. A fiver. It's not bad. It's not bad. Ooh, I don't know. Chelsea still standing 1-0 against Brentford. By the sounds of it, Brentford have been appalling. 2 shots, none on target, out of the whole game. Shocking. Sounds like a dead water and buried, boring game. I've had a shot on target, Saints. Sonny on the bench. Scored in the first half. Yeah, that's the thing. But what can Southampton do as well? Because Southampton did play well in the last game against Liverpool. I mean, by no means did you take them apart. Southampton buying club. You mean Liverpool give Southampton a lot of money? We've had Jed Spence. About 17 minutes to go here. Ooh. Madison. Remember on the final day of the season where Southampton got relegated, finished 4-4, did it? What a game that was. What a game that was. Oof. It's not bad. 31 out of 120. Da, 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 da. I don't know, mate. I'll see, but I'll use it wisely, the £1 free bet, whatever I do. Just not an Arsenal losing. Never. Never would do that. Just couldn't. I'd feel like a really bad person betting on my own team to lose. I think it's disrespectful to your club, really. To you know what I mean. If you're not confident you're going to win, don't put money on it. Magnussen tallied up there for Spurs. Timo Werner is going to come on in to replace Madders. Jamesy Maddison going off now. I know what you mean. I'll see anyway. Well, when I do come to use it, I'll take my time in the bookies. I'll have a good think. I'll have a good little stroll. See what I can. See what I can do. 2-0 Chels. Oh, fuck off. Honestly. Really? Yeah. Nico Jackson. Oh, Brentford sound like they've been absolutely shit in that game as well. Thank you very much, Chelsea. Brentford even. Finally, Chelsea beat Brentford as well. Chelsea have not beaten Brentford at home ever in the Premier League before. Sounds like game over in that one. And obviously, this game is over. We had no goals in the second half. All 5 in the first half. Might get 1 more. Although then Spurs should be copied us, you know what I mean, with the Sixers. They've had a great season. They've had a fantastic season, Nottingham Forest, and I wish them all the very best of luck. I really do. They've had a fantastic start to the season. They've been joyful. I think for most neutrals, Nottingham Forest are a club that will bring you joy. I mean, it brings me joy to watch them. Well, I'd be fuming, but I'm going to go to show what Nuno's cooking. And Nuno is cooking something, it seems. I mean, the away form this season is un-Forest-like, unheard of. Winning at Anfield, winning at Old Trafford in the same season. Wow. Oh, they've got to go back. The same score, no. Flag goes up. Would have been the same score as the Chelsea one. 5-1. But the flag keeps it 5-0. It was... Yeah. Probably cooled down on it, you know what I mean, since that Brighton game. You know, the Manchester derby was brilliant. Well, I mean, it had a brilliant ending. Let's just say it right now as it is. Manchester derby, 85% of it, as I said, boring. But that ending is exactly how the Manchester derby should end in terms of its tempo. That's how the tempo should have been the whole game. Just wasn't. It literally, until that point where Ahmad won the penalty, it was an absolute stalemate. separated by literally one header and one corner, Josko Gvardiol. That's how poor it was up until that point. And then the game came to life, and United just took the game away. And I know, obviously, there was still time. There was added time, and City had a few chances. But I felt like one time I had to score that goal, United won. I'm glad I made that call. I'm glad I made that call because sometimes I do make ridiculous calls. And it did seem ridiculous to me. And I was contemplating, yeah, I'll get to you in a minute. And I was contemplating, do I make this call? Do I do this? But I'm glad I did in the end. I mean, I put 2-0 down because I thought it was going to be a replica of the one in the fan season. It nearly was. If Gvardiol had scored that header. But I'm glad that I took a risk, in opinion. I'm glad I let it submit because it, in some way, paid off. Because I was right in saying United were going to win. I know what you mean, and yeah, I should have just, when I was in the bookies earlier, I should have just kept that confidence. You know, I mean, I should have done a better build. I should have just kept that confidence and gone, bang, United win. And I hadn't just been making that call this week. I've been making it for a good 2 weeks. Once the game started to come into the limelight, I started making that call. Probably could be a Man City 0, Man United 2 again. How long have we got left here? Dragusin. Lancashire was running through. Goal kick. Says Darren England. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't really matter at the moment because, you know, obviously they are absolutely shit at the moment. So, the way they're going right now, the charges don't matter. They're not in the limelight. We don't care. This is the thing, like, yes, okay. It'd be great because we'd have 2 Premier League titles out of it. We would. But my heart's sitting at this point. I don't want to win titles by default. I want to win them because we've actually won them. And I want to see my team win it. It would be it'd be 2 titles by default. It's great. But no, it is by default though, isn't it? Because that's the way the season went out. And I don't feel as though City necessarily wiped us out. You know what I mean? You can't just blame City for us not winning those two titles. It was our fault. I mean, last season most particularly, it was clear what happened. They had a game in hand. We lost to Villa, and that's what lost us the title. We beat Villa, we win the title. It's as simple as can be. One back for Brentford. Not come through yet, but I'm sure it will do. Yeah, in Burma. Yeah, yeah. So it would be a default because they had a task of beating Spurs. Did they do it? Yes, they did. And because we lost to Villa, that's why we lost. We didn't win the league last season. That is why. It's not just a case of, oh, it's City. They've come back. It was actually self-inflicted last season. It was self-inflicted. Whether I don't like to say that, but it was. If we hadn't lost to Villa, we won that game, you win the title. Look at it now. That is how it was. Beat Villa, win the title. Didn't do it. City's title. There's the goal flash for Chelsea against Brentford. Yeah, I'm kind of past the money thing, to be fair. I think the financial fair play rules are a bit stupid anyway. I'm not one of the ones pushing for Man City, to be fair. I'll be completely honest and straight right now. I'd rather it be Chelsea. I really would. Do that to Chelsea. Because I actually like competing with Man City. I think Man City and Arsenal as a competition is great, and I wouldn't want to lose that, actually. I mean, we sort of have lost it, because City have literally lost it. But believe it or not, I have actually enjoyed the competition of Arsenal and Man City over the last 2 seasons. I have. And I know Liverpool have been hanging around last season, but it was Arsenal and Man City, and I really enjoyed that competition. So I wouldn't go in favour of City getting these charges dropped on them. I wouldn't. Because I want that competition to be there. I want to enjoy it. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but this season, Liverpool are impossible to deal with. We have not dealt with Liverpool in a title race in a long, long time. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in favour of it. If there's any team that I'd want getting done for financial fair play right now, Chelsea. Because Chelsea are just annoying. Chelsea aren't a competitor. They are just annoying, is what they are. Man City a competitor. Chelsea are just an annoying bug. That's my point of view. So if the decision was in my hands, all charges dropped on City, throw it to Chelsea. Because Chelsea, I've got some FFP behind them. 3 additional minutes. Yeah, I wouldn't. I would not throw away the competition of Man City because as much as, you know, I've had 2 heartbreaks in 2 seasons, and I could have another one this season, but you guys this time, I really did enjoy the competition of Man City. I don't want that to end. Because we'll still compete. And I don't want to lose Man City as a competitor. It's my final word on it. So it's the CF. Again, for me, if it's between Man City and Chelsea, obviously it's not because Chelsea are pretty much done with it now. I'd throw Chelsea under the bus. Leave Man City as they are. He already has, hasn't he? Opportunity for a very late goal back here. I mean, the good thing for Southampton is they've limited the damage. They've not conceded any more in the second half. Because that scoreboard was non-stop changing. Ping, 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 ping in the first half. Now, it's calmed down a bit. There you go. Full-time whistle. It ends 5-0. A very comfortable victory for Spurs, so I'm going to say on that. Really poor from Southampton in the first half, most especially. Weren't able to get back, and that's obvious. It's finished 5-0, and it's a heavy defeat for Southampton. And that's the final word I'm going to say on it. I'm not going to go and rip into Southampton for it. I'm not going to rip into poor old Southampton. I'm just going to say that 5-0 finish. There you go. And folks, I am going to let you all go, folks. Just before I do that, though, just to recap today's scores, and we'll have a full analysis on what has happened across the weekend. In fact, we'll just do it now quickly, actually. Arsenal-Everton, let's not talk about that. Liverpool, what a game of football that was, actually. 2-2 finished. Fulham go 1-0 up. Red card Robertson. Correct decision, by the way. Not going to argue it. In my view, correct call. Correct decision. Well done, Tony Harrington. Because the on-field decision was the decision that stood. He made the on-field decision. VAR checked it and said, okay. It was actually the on-field referee's decision, and I like that. Newcastle, 4 against Leicester. How about that for Newcastle? Yep. How about that for Ipswich as well? 2-1 against Wolves, which forced the sacking of Gary O'Neill. Another comeback win for Forest as they came back, gave me a correct score, and won 2-1 against Villa. Brighton beaten 3-1 by Palace. The Manchester derby ended in a Manchester United victory as Chelsea just have beaten Brentford 2-1. And here, 5-0 against Spurs. Tomorrow it's Bournemouth against West Ham on the channel. And we're going to let you all go. I do want to thank you all so much for that company tonight of yours, folks. It has been a really good and rare triple header Super Sunday. And it has ended now. A Manchester derby in the middle of it. Annoyance at Brighton against Palace. The thrill of predicting correctly in terms of the United results after a very boring Manchester derby for 85%. And then a nice little goal fest at the end of it all. Full-time score here, though, is 5-0 to Spurs. Thank you for your company. See you all tomorrow. Bournemouth against West Ham, 7:45.